up, brother, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations.
One of the best parts about being in the travel industry is that you can change how you move and get completely different results. So this April, inside Ash Knows Travel, I am going live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, breaking down the travel agent industry.
And we all got dreams. Let's go. We all want things. But what you
Make sure you subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss it. I'll see you there at Ash Knows Travel.
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is all about how to keep leads warm. Listen, this is one of my favorite trainings that I'm doing to date. And I do a lot of trainings, but this one is one of my favorites because there is so much money to be made in the follow-up. Yes. So we're going to be talking specifically newsletters, promos, and follow-ups that actually going to help you convert and keep them kind of warm, but also keep them booking. Yes, because most of the bookings, we should know, don't happen on the first message. So they actually always happen where? In the follow-up. And knowing how to stay consistent and stay visible and stay valuable without being pushy is what our job really is. Yes. And honestly, that's what makes a difference when it comes to those who are successful travel agents and then the ones who are finding themselves always looking for leads. We don't have to look for the leads. We have to keep up with the leads that we have. Yeah. So if you are live here, go ahead and stop by and comment hello in that chat box for me so that I know that you are with me. And if you happen to catch this on a replay later on, still want to know that you were here. So go ahead and comment replay with me so I know that you stopped by. Yes. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Now, let me take everything off the screen. All right. So I have so much to show you tonight. I have a gift for you. Not only do I have a gift for you, but I actually have examples of what I do with the newsletters, promos, etc. Also, I have a system for you that you can technically use for free to send out newsletters, promos, follow-ups, whatever. So I have a lot to show you, and I really just kind of want to go ahead and dive in. Yes. Before I dive in, you guys should already know, I like to show you what I'm doing for the rest of the month. So next Tuesday, I will be doing hidden vendors travel agents aren't using but should be. That Thursday, I'm doing an advanced training called Batch It and Schedule It. We're going to do like an entire month of content in one sitting, and I'm going to show you how I batch content. Okay. And the last week of the month, I'm going to be doing how to market travel on your personal page. I love that training. And then from inquiry to booking. So we're going to do all the way from the beginning to the actual closing part as well. All right. So make sure you guys like my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, like this video as well, and make sure you tap the bell to turn on the notifications so you guys never miss when I'm going live. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? So why do leads go cold? Now, this normally happens more with new agents than experienced agents because we know who actually wants to book. So we know who we want to keep pushing for, right? But how many times have you guys just sent one message? Maybe they got busy or they forgot about it and they just never responded. Okay. That is very, very common for new agents per se, not so much with experienced agents. So if this is happening to you, I just want you to know it doesn't always happen forever. Okay. But a lot of the times the leads go cold because we don't follow up with them, right? They don't disappear. They just move on to something else because there's somebody else talking to them. So it's very, very important that we always go through with the follow-up. Yes. Now, what does it actually mean by going through with the follow up? What actually keeps leads warm? Staying in front of them, giving them ideas, making it easier for them to book. That way you're not chasing them, but yet you're still visible. Yes. Now there's going to be several different ways that we can do this, and I'm going to talk about them. But the real strategy here is that you don't need long emails. You don't have to have perfect content. I'm going to show you what I send. You just really need to show up. The more you show up, the more they see you, and keeping it simple is always going to help you win when it comes to keeping those leads active and making it to where they want to rebook. All right. Now, how I actually send my emails. Honestly, I normally send about 1 to 2 emails per month. If I have deals, I will also send additional emails, and I'll show you guys kind of what I do with those. But in general, I keep them short and simple. I make them easy to click around. I have several different places for them to click. And I do not need, okay, how do I say this? I don't need it to be something that is like very formal. I keep it very light. I keep it very simple. Like I'll show you, but basically you don't need an email every week to stay relevant. Okay. I like to send out like 1 or 2 a month. Sometimes I'll send out more, but I always try to make sure that the people that I'm sending emails to are also either in my group or they're following my page or they're on some type of social so that they still see me regardless. All right. Now, along with that, what do I put in my emails? So in my emails, I typically will put travel deals that I find. I make blog posts, any of those that I have, I'll share them. My deal page or my link tree always goes in there. My travel group goes in there. And any affiliate links that might help them, book more, I'll also put in there too. Okay. Everything I send them gives them something to click. It's very important that it gives them something to click because that gets them back in our funnel. The more that they're in our funnel, the easier it is for us to pull them down to the booking process. Yes. So with that, it should feel like something simple. Exactly what I was saying. Not a sales pitch, not overwhelming, and it's not long. It should just feel like quick check-in with a lot of value put into it so they can see why they need you, why they need to book with you. That's exactly what that email does. Okay. One email has multiple ways that it can do things. They could read it, they could click a deal, they could join your group, they can message you. It just creates multiple opportunities. And that's why you only need to send out 1 or 2 a month because it has a lot backed into it, right? Now, with that, I structure them very the same way when it comes to like a post. You guys know my 3-part system, right? Okay. Still kind of the same, even with this. All the emails, they'll have a hook at the top, especially in the subject line. We need a hook. They'll give them a quick value or idea. They'll drop a deal or a link. And then at the bottom, it gives them a call to action for them to reach out to me. Okay. Keep it simple and easy to scan. Now, with this, before I go to the promos, etc., I'm going to kind of just stop and I want to just show you examples of what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I can't show you the exact emails because every time I've tried to show it, it actually shows the emails too, and I can't get it to hide. And I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube or whatever. So I just pulled one out and I put it into a Google Doc for you guys to see. Yes. But before I do that, let's just get through this part because it's just going to explain everything that's inside this newsletter that I have here. So promos are where you make your money. Any type of promos I put in there. I actually will show you, it's on my link tree. I made a list on my link tree, and there's 2 places that you guys can make list. I also will make a list on Viator as well. But if you come here inside my link tree, right here, it says current deals. It's right there at the top. And inside those current deals, I have Temptations, I have Desire, I have Virgin Voyages, I have Exotica, more Exotica. Yeah, I have a lot of Exotica. They had different tours for the month. But these are all deals that they can actually go in and book without even talking to me. Yeah, they can book all of these without talking to me. So I put them under my current deals, and I will put that into the email. Let's go back. Here we are. Okay. So those type of promos I will throw in there, and they are going to be like the deals that your audience actually wants. Okay, I'm not talking about going and grabbing like a random like Royal Caribbean deal. If your audience doesn't do Royal Caribbean, it doesn't serve a purpose, right? So make sure you grab something that actually is going to be that they can book. Okay, if they like it, they should know what to do what's next, and it'll say that in the top part of the actual email. Okay. Now, how do I use my promos? I drop them in my emails, I link my deal page, and I use my top suppliers with monthly deals. Speaking of top suppliers with monthly deals, I'm going to give you guys an example because I get this a lot too. Like, where do I get my deals from? So I work with Temptations because obviously I like book a lot of Temptations. So Temptations, since I work with them, I got like a way to promote my clients, etc., whatever. They give me a promo code. So basically, if anybody uses my affiliate link with Temptations, they use this promo code, they have to use my link to do it. Okay. But basically, they'll get an extra 5%. Let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see that well. There you go. And it has deals with it. So I will promote these because I don't have to do anything extra. They can just book it, use this affiliate link like that I give them, and then put the promo code in, and they can do it on their own. Now, can I do that for them too? Absolutely, right? But I want to like kind of push them if they want to, be on my website, if they want to go to the affiliate link, like let's push them that way, right? So I use these type of promos. These are given to me specifically, so you guys don't try to use them because they won't work for you. But I want you to understand that this is an email that was sent to me. Okay. Like I get emails like this all the time. I sign up for all of my top vendors. Like I use a lot of Temptations. I also use Desire, but they own Desire too. So I use Desire. I do a lot of Virgin Voyages, like any of the top deals that I find with them or any of the promo codes or whatever. I always make sure I turn that into a promo for my clients to use. Okay. Now, along with this, people book when something fits them. So that's why I make it only to what I actually book. Because if I'm sharing promos that don't matter to my audience, it just serves no purpose. Okay. So keep that in mind with your promos. All right. Now, before I do the follow-ups, let's dive into newsletters, etc. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my actual newsletter that I sent out at the beginning of the month. It's just in a doc to make it easier. Okay. So this was the hook / subject, adults only travel you don't want to miss. Makes you want to read it, right? That's exactly what I did it for. So if you've been thinking about a getaway without kids, crowds, or chaos, this is your sign. Hook. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of bookings for adults only resorts that are all about relaxation, luxury, and a little bit of fun, depending on your vibe. Whether, can I zoom in? Yeah. Whether you're looking for something calm, romantic, or more social, high energy experience, there are options for both. Now, here's what people are loving right now. So do you see these here? These are what? Mock bookings. Yeah. This is those spring promo codes that I just showed you. That's a promo. This is a mock booking, but it's actually for singles. Like I have a very popular request for singles, so I threw that in there. It's for 4th of July weekend and Valentine's Day. It's a getaway. Perfect. And then this one's for hedonism. And this is another mock booking that I did. And it's a very, very distinctive one. So a lot of people won't book it, but I just want them to understand like with flights and package, like it can be around this price. Like I want to kind of open their minds, right? Now, everything that I send them is clickable. Yes, I told you that. So if they click on this one, you can't tell what's right here. It takes them to Temptations, which is my direct affiliate here. Yeah, has my affiliate link in there, everything. So if they book, this is mine. Okay. And then go back to my newsletter. And if they click this one, it's going to take them as well to Temptations. Okay. And then this one here, this is for my job form. So if they click on this one, it's going to actually take them straight to my inquiry form so they can book with me. Okay. So that's just the first part. This is just the promos. I'm not even halfway down to the email. Okay. So then I start talking about it. Caribbeans, I'm giving them value, most adults only resorts, spa days. Okay. And then, yes, there's also experience-based resorts for those who want a little something more unique because that's normally my audience. Okay. And then boom, here's another picture. Now, I know this is an AI version of me. Look, I took it off of Gemini. Okay. I use these a lot in my blog post. I just like to put them on there. And that's exactly what this is. They click on it, it takes them straight to my blog, which is here. Now, I just did a training on how to do blogs. So if you need to make a blog, go to that training. But this is it right here. This is system.io. I'll show you them in a little bit, but that's it. Okay. It's a whole blog. Now we have this, and I'm pulling them down again. I'm pulling them straight down to the funnel. What should you do instead? Want to get it right? Book with me, right? Like I'm pulling them all the way through. I even have it up here. Book your next trip. Let's connect. Like I'm pulling them in so many different ways. Join my mailing list, even though most of them will already be on there because that's how they get in it. But that's what I'm trying to get to, okay? It has several different functions inside of it. All right, now, if they continue, if they didn't click on that and they kept reading, if you know, you know, yeah. I've been putting together some current deals. What is this going to do? This is going to take them, I'm not going to show it to you again, but to my link tree, okay? And if they click on it, it's not going to let me click on it. There we go. They click on it, it takes them straight to here. This is my current deals from my link tree, and it has everything that I just showed you guys earlier, okay? If you need a link tree training, let me know. I have one of these where I show you guys how to do this, but this is all clickable. They can book these on their own if they want to, okay? Now, that's another way I take them. And then lastly, you can also check out my private group where I share more options, reviews, and real conversations. So this is my Facebook group that I made. I just started promoting it. I actually just made it like a few weeks ago, and I finally figured it out. So I'm working on it now, but I need to get them in the group, and the only way I can get them in the group is to invite them. So I send it out through my email to invite them to the group, right? Now, if you've been thinking about a trip like this, just reply to this email or message me, and I'll help you find the right fit. No pressure, just options. Let's plan something you're going to enjoy. Then at the bottom, I have my name, business card, whatever, okay? That is my newsletter email. That is what I use. That is just an example of something I send out, but that's how easy it is, okay? I had ChatGPT write this up. I tell them what I want to include. I tell them where I want to include it, and then they just paste it for me. I slap the links in there, slap the pictures in there, and that's it. That's all I have to do, okay? Now, where do I do this at? This is another question I get. So there's technically two places you can do this at, okay? Let me see. Does my Gmail have Boomerang? It does. Okay. So this is my actual Gmail account, okay, that I was just showing you guys earlier from that affiliate group that they sent me. If you guys have Boomerang, which is right here, you can install Boomerang and it will send out, it's up here too. It will send out emails repeatedly. You can set it up to where it sends them out, okay? That's one option. But if you're looking for a little bit more like prettier system than that, I'll show you what I actually use. Now, I can't show you the one I'm using because it kept showing the emails. Like it was showing the emails that it was sending it to right there, and it was driving me crazy, okay? So I'm going to show you an example of it, and I'll show you what I do to build it, okay? So this is system.io. It's SYSTEME. There's an E at the end of it, .io. It is my absolutely favorite thing. I do my blogs in here. If you watch my blog training, I use this. You can do a lot in here. It's free, okay? Website, sales funnel, creator store, blogs. It has emails, newsletter, campaigns, statistics. I mean, it has everything, automation, so everything for free, okay? The only time you have to pay for it is if you go outside the limits, but you have a good limit in here for emails. So you can do a campaign where if you enroll them to it, it'll send them multiple emails, okay? And then you can also do newsletters where you can set up where it goes out once or twice a month, however you want to set that up, okay? So all you have to do really is just hit create, give them the subject, etc. And then guess what? They can either design it for you or you can kind of do it yourself, like just do like an email, or they can help you set it up, okay? I love this one for newsletters. I like this one for newsletters because Boomerang, it'll tell you the follow-up, and sometimes it'll send the email again. Like, so that's a nice feature for Boomerang, and it's a little bit more complicated to set up with Boomerang, but I also like system.io because it will give me the percentages of what people are opening and what people are doing with it. So I like that feature, okay? And I will also kind of use it more so as a tool of what to send next. Like if I get a higher open percentage, then I can go, okay, maybe I need to do that, something like that again, right? So depending on which route you want to go, you can do it in Gmail and do it through Boomerang, which is an added extension of Gmail for free, or you can use system.io for free, and you can have everything in here. Like your entire business can be in here. If you don't have a website, you can build a website in here. We've got sales funnels, we got creator stores, we've got blogs, etc. Right? We've got emails, newsletters, campaigns, etc. You guys can have it all set up like that. Okay. So no matter which way you want to do it, that's totally up to you. All right. Now, going back to my training, where we're supposed to be, okay? So that is my newsletters, guys. This is what they look like. They do really well. I actually like them. I like sending them because it's my way of just like keeping everybody together in one spot. Yeah. Now, how I'll tell you too, before I continue on to this, I'm going to tell you, anybody who's asked me for a quote automatically gets put into this email. Anytime I get an email of any sort, if you're a possible client, if I'm never even sent you anything, I don't care, you're getting thrown in there. Okay. Every email that I come across that might be a potential client that I know I have access to email, obviously, that is who I stick with and who gets thrown into that. Okay. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because, to continue with this, is follow-ups are everything, okay? Most people do not book right away. We know that. They need reminders. They need time. They need to follow up with us sometimes, right? Sometimes they need to ask us more questions. Sometimes they get busy. Like that's just life, okay? But the follow-up is where the money is when it comes to us. Because I mean, think about, you booking a trip on your own. How many times do we search the same site like 6, 7 times before we book it? Okay. I'm still trying to book my flight for Hawaii. I've already got the room. I've got everything else, but I have yet to book that flight because Hopper keeps telling me that the price is dropping for convention. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait. But how many times have I checked that site? Quite a bit. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. So like the reason I'm saying that is because I want you to realize that these people are human. Okay. They forget things. They're just like us. They're busy. It's not that they don't want to book with you. It's just they need somebody to follow up with them because they got busy. Okay. That's what our job is. So how do I follow up? I keep it casual. I check in. I send something new that I know that they're interested in. That way it never feels like a forced interaction. I want them to think that like I'm their booking guru. Like I am the person that you want to go to if you need help. Like I don't want to be like the like corporate business person. I want to be more like your advisor who you can trust with your trip, right? Does everybody want that? I think we all should want that. Yes. That's how I follow up. As like, hey girl, I just got this cool deal. I want to show it to you real quick. Like I am trying to be that person with them. Yes. So what do I say? Just checking in. I wanted to send this your way. Thought you would like this. Like that way, I'm like friendly advisor. I'm guiding you and it's simple. Yes. Now, when do I follow up? Okay. This is a hit or miss. Okay. Because sometimes I don't always follow this pathway. Honestly, it just depends on the scenario. You need to follow up when you feel the need to follow up. If you feel it in you that you're like, let me reach out to them, do it. Okay. Don't second guess it. Don't put it off. Just do it. Because I feel like that is a way better system than me going, okay, you better follow up really soon, or you got 1 to 2 days. Like you don't know what this situation will work for in whatever setting, right? Like I'm going to give you an example. I was building a quote for hedonism earlier in the week, and I was telling you guys about it and on my training on Tuesday, right? And when I was telling you guys about it, I was like, oh, I built into it. I got the yeses, and then I sent the quote. Okay. I'm still working on this booking. Like I know that they weren't ready to exactly book yet, but I'm still working on the fine details of it. Okay. Now, mind you, it's only been like 2 days, so it's not that big of a deal. But that follow-up system that I'm giving you now isn't going to fit in that system. Okay. So what I'm telling you is the general rules from follow-up, but I want you to follow up when you feel the need to follow up. Okay. Quickly after an inquiry, anytime I get an inquiry, automatic text message. Hello, thanks for inquiring. My name's Ash. I'm excited to work with you. I'll have your inquiry, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. Automatically. I automatically send a text message because I want them to know that I got it. Okay. I don't want them to forget about me or forget that they sent it. So automatic. Then after I send the quote, I automatically will follow up 1 to 2 days. Just a quick check-in, any questions. And I actually have verbiage coming up, so I'll get into that. And then I also do a few days later, if I find something new or if I re-quote it, like if I'm doing quotes a few days later and I haven't heard anything, I'll re-quote it and be like, hey, by the way, don't forget, I still have this trip. This is the price that it's going for. I just checked it. Only $50 to secure it, right? Like I want to stay present. I don't want to push them, but I also want them to not forget about me, right? So I have to stay visible. Honestly, that's really what it is. Okay. Now, other ways I follow up so I don't just automatically just think that I'm just sending text messages left and right, because that's not always how it works. Sometimes I will text them. Sometimes I will DM them on social media. I have clients that I've already booked that are still on my TikTok. So I will follow up with them on TikToks and be like, here you go. Like, there it is, right? And then sometimes I will reply to their last message. Like if they didn't say anything back, then I'll go back and reply back to it. And then I will also send a new deal. Okay. It doesn't always have to be an email. It doesn't always have to be a text message. It doesn't have to be like a specific way. I don't want to push it that. Okay. I want you to reply back in a way that you will feel that is good for the client, because some of my clients only like emails. Some of my clients only like text messages. Some of them just want to stay on social media, right? Whatever way fits for that client is how I want you to follow up. Okay. Now, after they book, I still keep up with the follow up. I think that's one thing that we also miss. And I talk a lot about after the book part, because a lot of you guys will just like book them and then be like, all right, bye, have a good day, right? But like there's so much money that you can still make after somebody books, because there's so many parts that go into travel, right? So I send them ideas for excursions and activities. I will do this in a newsletter setting, but I will just send an email straight to them. And I will give you an example. If you guys go, I do this a lot. Let's see. I almost forgot where we were going. Just kidding. If you go to Viator, that's where we were supposed to go. This is my training account. I can't remember my password, so y'all just use my training account, okay? But look, do you see this deal right here? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's take this deal right here, okay? Let's see. Get $50 off any $500 transaction with the code via select 50, okay? So I would put something like this, like inside a promo. Like if I'm sending this to my client, I would be like, hey, I know you're going to book a lot of excursions, especially if like it's a group or something. I just want you to know they got $50 off promo right now for any of those that you book or something like that. Like this is what I'm talking about. Use what the vendor is giving you. Okay. This is a promo that you could slap into one of those emails. But if you go into Viator and you see this part where it says curated list, okay, I just started talking about these. But in here, you do a new curated list and you can name it whatever you want. Okay. And then, oh God, it's going to go all the way details. Okay. But basically, let me show you like adults only. Here we go. Okay. You see these right here? You see how you can heart them too? See how I heart it? Boom. All right. This is what I'm searching. You could be way more specific. Okay. Heart it. And then what does it do? Manage your list. You can add it to a list or you can even make a new one. Okay, now, so let's just say we did that. Okay, we're going to add it to that list. Save. Now, we're going to click over here to my adults only list. Share list with client. Okay, now, why am I doing this? All of your excursions, your activities, put them into a curated list and then go, hey, I'm so glad you just booked. I want to share with some things that you can do while you're there. Boom. Okay. Also, if you book this month and you book at least $500, they have a $50 off code. You don't have to pay any of it up front. You pay upon arrival. Yeah, that's the best thing about Viator. So go ahead and get in there, you know, what you want to do it, like what you want to book, because it's going to sell out fast. There we go. That's how you do it. Do you see how I put all that together? Okay, that's something that you can do. Now, I'm going to put one of these together for like my most popular places I book, and I'm going to put it in my link tree eventually. I'm working on that. Okay, but like that's what you guys can do to get bookings after they book. It doesn't have to be a one fit all. What is another thing that you should probably already know that I push after a booking? Okay, if they did not book travel insurance with me, which I normally don't quote it without travel insurance. I normally will throw it in there and kind of make them do it regardless. But if they're very adamant about it, then I will also do 10 leg, especially if it's just like one of those quick bookings where they book like a hotel. Okay. I'll send my 10 leg because it's like $35 or something, right? Like, I send 10 leg to do travel insurance, etc. I do Viator. And I think that's pretty much all I really send out when it comes to like lengthwise. But whatever you guys, find works for you, send it. Okay. Let me go back to my slides. I don't want to get off topic, but I show them what they can do. I keep them thinking about travel. Also, like maybe if I talk to them about booking a different trip, I will send them details about the other trips so they can get a rough idea about it. Like one booking should lead to the next is what I'm trying to get to. Okay. I don't just leave it like at a standpoint. Okay. Now continuing. With that, do not chase, don't spam them, don't beg them, do not over message them, because that will make you lose your confidence and it will kind of seem like you're begging for a booking. You don't ever want to do that, right? So confidence converts better. So lead with that, okay? I throw that in there for a reason. But what I'm trying to get to, okay, we have only like a few more slides. Stay visible, post your content, send your emails, direct them to your feed, share your deals, okay? And then the system. Now, I'm really big on systems. So the reason I put the system in here is because there's a couple of ways you can do this, okay? You get that lead, you want to stay in front of them. So depending on where that lead started, that's where you want to stay in front of them at, right? But inside that, you send them values and deals and then follow up with them after you send quotes, or just follow up with them if they were interested in general, but you actually didn't get a quote from them. If they were maybe interested about a trip or something and then you get a deal on it, you can follow up with them that, right? But that is how you get consistent bookings, okay? Now, before I continue with this, I want to show you what I have for you. Yes, you guys all want this cool little gift I have. I don't have it in here on the slides for you guys to comment, so I guess we're just going to have to make up a word, shall we? Let's go ahead and use the word lead. I feel like that's a safe word to use, okay? So if you want this, what I'm about to show you, basically it's going to teach you everything that I just showed you in the training, okay? But it's going to give you the system that I'm referring to, okay? So if you want this, comment lead for me, and then I will drop it in the chat for you, okay? But lead nurture system, basically the newsletter, the promo email, the text promo, follow up, stay consistent. Do you see how it all kind of builds into it? That's what I'm going with, okay? Now, oh, I lost it, sorry. All right, so lead nurture system, and I guess what? It also has templates. So you don't have to go off the top of your mind, okay? What is everyone booking right now? I have the exact template that I showed you guys, yeah, but you can customize it to your own. Promo email template. I want to send this your way. Here's the information. That way you guys can just come in here and just slide the info in or just throw this into ChatGPT with the promo, and then we'll make a template for you, okay? Promo text, and then follow up for day 2 if you guys need that. A lot of you guys get nervous about follow-ups, so I gave you an example of what you can do. And then here's a random, just like value follow-up that like you can just send randomly. Like if you haven't heard from them in a couple of weeks, this is something you can send, okay? Especially if I do like a requote, I'll just send it in there. Soft touch for follow-up, just popping in real quick, no rush, okay? Now, next one, promo builder. If you need to build something for like a promotion, I have that. This is exactly how I do it. That way you can see what's included, okay? And then there's the system. So 1 to 2 letters every couple of weeks. I try to send at least one every couple of weeks. Share promos, follow up, stay consistent, yeah? So this is just something I have for you guys so you remember what I said. So you don't have to go off the top of your head, okay? And that newsletter template should be good enough for you to throw into ChatGPT for them to build a whole newsletter for you, and then take it to system.io or wherever your heart desires, okay? So I hope this has helped you guys a lot. Let me go ahead and grab it. You need it, yeah? Let me put it in the chat real quick. All right, so now I'm back in my little studio here. All right, so I hope this has helped you guys a lot. I loved this, okay? I love newsletters. They're great. Everybody should have newsletters. I think they do a lot of cool stuff. So make sure that you guys are using them and make sure that you have them set up correctly using this template, yes? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them in the chat. If you've liked this video, what I've showed you guys today, make sure you like the actual video, share it with your team, and comment if it helps. I'm going to go ahead now. You already have the link, but I'm going to keep posting it a few times so it will hit several times to make sure you guys have it. But other than that, I will see you guys back on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, where we're going to talk about hidden vendors that travel agents aren't using but should be. Yes? So make sure you guys hop on then. I'm going to head over to my studio, which I'm in now, so I can see your guys' comments, and I will answer them all there. And if not, I will see you back on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.